Hello, monsters abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 2 of my Morghur campaign. Almost said Khalida. This is the second time I've had to record this because I said Khalida the first time. But that's the problem when you spend, 56 episodes saying Khalida campaign. So there is that. But no, I will get used to it. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a little bit of a change. So we're advancing towards this enemy army. This was... I'm not sure if this is the right decision, to be honest. We might get a bloody nose doing this, but if we can beat it, then Nordland is pretty much crushed. We do have, of course, Torn Hearts moving up the right flank, leading the Chaos Spawn, and our Ungor are just going to wildly charge the enemy front line. Why the hell not? There's the enemy General Gausser, I think his name is. Where's Morghur? Is he in here somewhere? Oh, there he is. He's a little bit slower than the rest of the army, but he has managed to catch up. He's just going to shoulder his way through some Ungor. Ideally, we can kill off one of these units fairly quickly. So, our Chaos Spawn have charged into some pikemen. That's probably not the best for them. However, Tornheart is taking on an entire unit of swordsmen by himself and winning fairly easily. However, we do need to get him in to help with the Chaos Spawn, because otherwise they are going to get mauled by these pikemen, and obviously they have gone out of control, which is a little bit of a problem. So already the enemy army is routing. We can see a unit there fleeing away. Got the Herpes in the back chasing down some of these missile units, and then we go, the Chaos Spawn have spawned now thanks to that unit dying, so we're going to be able to use those to go straight into the flank of these halberdiers. Going to make a mess of them. That seems to... it looks like we've almost broken the Empire Centre. And on the right flank, our Chaos Spawn have gone out of control. Looks like they are breaking through. We've, I think one of these Spearman units almost broke and ran, but they've come careering into the rear of this Swordsman unit, and they've broken. We have lost a few Chaos Spawn, but they'll regenerate. It's fine. Tornheart is having a lot of fun. He's up to 38 kills. That's Minotaurs for you. They wreck face. Looks like this is coming around to our favour as the enemy units start to run. Morty and Morghur are double teaming Gausser. He's trying to run away. Morty's not... Get him, Morty. Don't let him get away. Prove you're not entirely useless. Go on, chase him with your axe. See, Morghur's cheering him on. Chaos Spawn are going to sort him out. There we go. And it looks like we have managed to pull a win, although our army took a lot of damage doing it. I think that went very well. We definitely are going to devour captives. That is going to give us a little bit of replenishment. Or do I want to go sacrifice captives? Yeah, ooh. Kill captives? No, we're going to devour them. It's going to send Theodore running away. We've got a talisman of protection. I'm a little bit concerned about this army over here.
I'll ignore that.
We could go and chase it up. Do we do that?
I cannot.
The only problem is we're quite badly beaten up now. I mean, I'm fairly confident we can kill that army. Morghur, you've got a skill point. Let's go with Blessed by Evil. And then maybe I want to go for some of the red skills. I mean, Fueled by Blood is good though. Even when not feasting, the beastmen taste blood on their lips, smell it on their fur, and want for more. That's going to, at top rank, Vigor Loss Reduction large for Lord's Army. Basically means your units don't get tired, so they don't slow down, and they don't take combat penalties for being tired. So let's do that. Let's grab that one. Oh, we've got a lot of talismans, and Morghur is Man's Ruin. Kill them all. Their fake gods will recognise their own if indeed they exist. And Morty has also got that. Classic Morty. Now we could try and... Can we hide? I mean, the problem is we might get spotted. How long does Beastly Inclination lasts 3 turns. Because that is going to reduce our campaign movement and make it difficult to get away. I think what we're going to have to do is probably just take out this army. So let's move Morty up. And finish them off. Again, I'm going to have to fight this one. But they don't have a lord. And their army is looking quite beat up, mind you. So's mine. So chase down the enemy army. And frankly, I don't really feel like I should have to fight this, because this should be easy. But on the other hand, if I did auto-resolve it, I imagine I would lose a lot of these Ungor. And although they're replaceable, I don't really want to replace them, to be honest. It would be expensive. The enemy army is sheltering in this little ditch over here where they belong. I don't really think this is going to be... Do you outnumber me, though? Oh, you do. No, you don't. No, you don't outnumber me. So you don't outnumber me, so you won't hold, basically, is what you're telling yourself there. So we're going to come charging over the top of the hill. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Yes, it is. It literally is a lot of monsters. A lot of them pretty terrifying, and they're going to basically eat your face. So that's what Chaos Spawn are doing. They have already come tearing in. I don't expect it's going to take too long for another Chaos... Oh no, is that 2 Chaos Spawn units? Yes, yeah. So literally almost immediately, Morghur's ability went off and a unit was wiped out because it was below 20% health. Now, I don't think this army will survive at the end of this fight, but just to be on the safe side, let's make sure we chase down everyone so that no one gets away. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. We absolutely crushed them. Now, I could take the replenishment, but I think I'm going to sacrifice the captives. That is going to cost us a bit of Bestial Rage, but Bestial Rage is a bit like the fightiness mechanic the Greenskins have, but as far as it seems to just give you a whole bunch of Ungors that follow you around, which is fine, but it tends to be more of a hindrance than a help, so more cash. And hopefully that's put us out of range of that Hochland army. I think we should be okay. And maybe we can sneak over to Norden, maybe? Might go and do that. Or maybe we should grab this mysterious... No, that's probably dangerous. No, we won't do that. Right, Morghur, you've got a skill point. We could go for Ardure of Fury, but that gives the Lord's Army Primal Fury, which I think you've already got. Yeah, so I think most of our units have already got Primal Fury. The only one who doesn't is Morghur. And the Minotaur. Everyone else does. So I'm not sure what the point of that is. So we won't... I mean, it does increase his speed. Psychology, more melee. I mean, it would be... Well, maybe. Let's get the next rank of Fueled by Blood, though. Let's do that. And Tornheart is going to get... Oh, we could have a training, maybe. Let's get the second rank of Vulnerability, because that's going to increase our weapon attack power. That's going to be good. Morty, you can just get, I guess, Blessed by Evil. It's going to help. So we are making a little bit of money each turn now. That's good. We need to go and set up camp somewhere just for a little while. We've got research as well. We are going to go for the Endless Hunt. The hunt is eternal. It never began. It shall never end. It always was. It's going to give us more campaign movement range. Very useful if we need to escape from enemy armies. And oh, Morty's got 2 skill points. In that case... God, I don't know. Maybe we want you to siege? I mean, that would let our other... well, yeah, okay, let's have Ruination. This stinking mortal hold will fall. My masters have foreseen it. Bring them ruin. Let's hope that Hochland buggers off and leaves us alone. mean, even if they attack, I think I should be okay. Go on, bugger off. What are you doing? Where are you going? What's this? Go away. Go on, shoot. Okay, I think we're going to have to go and hide out in the forest for a bit. Just until the heat dies down. Heart of Nurgle. Move any character to the following region. The Cursed Jungle. Our shamans have knowledge of a powerful great herdstone hidden somewhere. Oh, bloody hell, that's miles away. Devoted to one of the Chaos Gods, Gods of Chaos. Probably Nurgle. Move a hero or warhead to this region to start searching for the stone. Ugh. That's miles of... Oh, thank God I've got gargantuan hooves. I bloody need them. Okay, can we go and hide out in the forest? Can we go and... Let's go hide out in the forest. Let's go hide here. Hopefully Hochland will leave us alone. If we go just there... I don't think... Do we want to build anything here? I don't think... I mean, ideally we would upgrade to the Hagtree Copse, but I think... We've got enough to build the ritual mound, which will then give us some more income. And also a Bray Shaman, which will be very useful. So that's what we're going to do. Morty's just going to have to live in his small shack in the middle of nowhere. Okay, you are settling that. I'm okay with that. That's fine. I mean, it is a chaos-infested hellhole now, and you are... Corruption is reducing your public order by -10. Jeez. They do have 50% chaos corruption in this region right now. Heart of Zinch. Move any character to the following region. Castle Artois. That's over there. Okay, that's slightly easier to reach. So maybe we want to go for that one first of all. Now... I have healed up a little bit.
Not possible.
What's the garrison like? Can't see. I might just hold out here for another turn, I think. And once we've got 4 growth, which will be in 2 turns, we can get the ritual mound, which will then get a Bray Shaman. We have 4 different Bray Shaman. We can get Shaman of the Wild. Shaman of Beasts, which is the Beastmen Special School. Death or Shadows, of course, Pit of Shadows, one of my favourite spells in the entire game. So, some good options there. I think we're just going to hold... I think we're just going to... I mean, if we hit them... Well, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to give it a turn of replenishment. I think. And then we'll hit... Dietch once again, burn it to the ground again. At which point the villagers of Dietch are probably just like, oh, screw it. They probably see the beast herd approaching over the hill and just go and burn their own houses down. It's like, I'll just save you the bother. I think we might head... I mean, we might head for the other herdstone, so let's head towards Bretonia. I think that's what I want to do. So we've lost the beastly inclination. That does mean we can move a little bit faster. So let's head in this direction. We're not going... I don't think we'd get any cash, really, for sacking Dietch. I think it would be not really worth the effort. So let's move Morsi up with us. Yeah, still one more turn for the growth, but that ritual mound will be very, very useful. Having some magic in the army is always good. Oh dear, Morghur was spotted. What by? Yeah, so public order here is awful because obviously we're here. Increasing chaos corruption, and we have been spotted. Beastmen rising. Number of beastmen has grown in recent years, deep in the forests of the old world, in hidden caves and secluded desert regions. They are waiting for their time to come. Will the tribes leave their homes to plague and destroy the civilizations of men, dwarf and elves? Choosing yes will enable the beastmen invasion in mid and late game. This will make your game easier if you play chaos or beastmen. In that case, no. I mean, if we could make, we should head towards Wisemund maybe. Let's do that. So if we go down here, I just want to give Hochland a slip. So let's do that. We should then be able to build the ritual mound. A mound of black soil and knotted roots upon which spells may be cast arises from the ground. Income generated 200. Unlocks hero recruitment for Bray Shaman in this army and Winds of Magic power reserve +4. That's good. We can get a Bray Shaman next turn. That's going to be very, very useful. Hello, Fey Enchantress. How are you? You're declaring war. The prophetess foresees war, does she now? I get the feeling that literally everyone will be at war with me. Maybe, though, like the Skaven will be friendly because I'm at war with their enemies, so... maybe that's a thing? I do like my ratty friends, so this could be good. This could work. I'll be interested to see how the Tomb Kings do as well. So Malagor is ready, which means, do we want to get rid of Morty? I mean, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So let's sneak up to Wisemund anyway while I mull that over. So let's move down here. Is anyone... Okay, Wisemund is unprotected. Obviously, it does have the garrison. Steel Faith Overhaul does give fairly beefy garrisons. More so than vanilla, anyway. Let's move Morty down. I'm wondering whether I should just replace Morty. But, I mean, I can't give Malagor an army yet. Okay, so let's have a look what we could get. We could get... Scar Hornbreaker, so it's weapon strength plus 10% for Minotaur units, or fleet-footed, intelligence, Da, Swigu has booze craving, so he's a drunk, upkeep minus 10 for Centaur units and increase experience, or we could get, I mean, knowledgeable is nice. Campaign line of sight is also good. Karak. Maybe. Just more Winds of Magic in general is good. And I do like the wild spell, so maybe we go for that. On the other hand, if we get Malagor, he has the wild School of Magic. So do we maybe want to get Swigu and his booze cravings? Some beings just don't know when to put the bottle down. Do we want a drunk Bray Shaman? I kind of do want... Let's get a drunk Bray Shaman. He's going to be... He's going to be mostly drunk most of the time. He does, of course, have some nice spells there. I do like a lot of the shadow spells. Pit of Shades, obviously, Occam's Mind Razor, very, very nice. Weapon damage, armor piercing damage, and beastmen generally have very high attack. So to then increase their weapon damage means they're going to carve through most things. So that seems good. Tornheart, you've got a skill point. Let's go for the Unrelenting Warherd. Max rank. So that means you increase melee attack by 16 in a 30-meter radius around you. And we get the Unrelenting Warherd 2 next, which is going to give another plus 16 and 36% charge bonus, which is huge. So we're going to sneak towards Wiseman. Morghur's got the ambusher trait. That's going to come in useful because obviously more ambush success chance. Always good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. This is why you have to be so careful in a Beastman campaign, because one wrong move can get you just completely wiped out. Okay, we've met Talabecland, so they will declare war on us very soon, no doubt. Although Talabecland and Ostend have declared war on each other. Are they? Can they? I didn't. Didn't I say the Empire was? Doobie What's it did? I didn't realise they could. I didn't think they could declare war on each other. Okay, fine. That's no skin off my nose anyway. Right, let's head down towards Wiseman. I think we should be in range to hit them next turn. But let's go and continue to hide in the forest. Just outside. I forgot to get Swigu in the army. There we go. You go and pop in there. Very nice. No, that's still Morghur's army. I wanted Morty. You can set up a camp. Morty, you're going to come down here. I mean, I guess it does make sense to... Oh, we need some... We need some monies. How much do you cost us, Morghur? Morty, even. Only 320, so Malagor would cost us more. And I can't really make use of him at the moment, but then getting him skill points would be useful. I think I will pick him up. I think I will do that. Now, another problem with the Beastmen is, obviously, if you're being sneaky like this, you really want to be able to... You really want to be able to see around you. But getting agents is very, very difficult because each herd can only really, I think, get one agent? Let's just double check that. Is that true? Okay, so you can get two. So at max rank, you can get another one. So there is that. But we're going to want to... What's this army like? I think we should be okay. If we switch over to Morty, is that going to cause if we switch over to Malagor, if we move you up here, and then we go in here, we do that, so we get Malagor. He's the Crow Father, so he's going to enemy winds of magic starting him out is reduced by 15%. His campaign movement range is plus 15%, and hero recruit rank is plus 4 for Brave Shamans in the Lord's army. So we've replaced Morty with Malagor, so that's good. And we're going to hit Wiseman. Alright, it doesn't look in our favour, but I think we've fought worse and beaten them, so this should be no problem. Looks like quite a nice day for murder. So we've set up our Ungors slightly ahead of the main army. I'm not entirely sure why, because we're going to have to wait up for the Chaos Spawn Morghur and, of course, Swigu. Swigu? Swigu. I'm going to charge up the Ungor. Moving up, we're on the right flank. We've got Tornheart and our Chaos Spawn. On the left flank, we've set up the Raiders, and they're going to be opening fire on these Spearmen with shields, doing quite a lot of damage to them. So I'm Ungor going to clash with the Imperial Infantry. The Chaos Spawn going to get in amongst these Empire Knights. I'm not going to have a replay of what happened last time when I charged my Ungor herd into the enemy cavalry and ended up with them in several parts. The Empire cavalry are going to try and get away. However, the Chaos Spawn are going to just pin them down, and then we can get them with our... I'm not sure where they're going, actually. Oh, here comes Malagor. Malagor, of course, replaced Morty, which is a bit of a shame. Suigu has been casting... Or he cast his miasma on this unit of spears over here, then get wiped out, and some Chaos Spawn spawned. They're now dealing with the archers. Very nice. Malagor's going to do a... Is it a Bray Scream or something? That's going to do quite a lot of damage. He's already racked up 21 kills. Pretty impressive. The Chaos Spawn are continuing the slaughter as they hit the enemy army in the rear and the flank. The Empire Knights fleeing off into the distance there. Lots of the enemy army now fleeing. Can't really blame them. Lovely little... oh god, what's that called? I can't remember what Malagor's spells are called. Where's Malagor? There he is. Malagor, what are your spells called? I will remember this for next time. He's got Bray Scream and Vile Tide. That's it, Vile Tide. So Vile Tide is an explosion spell. Bray Scream is a breath spell. And he starts with both because he's a caster lord. So we're going to hunt down as many of the enemy infantry as possible to rank our units up. Try and get our Chaos Spawn some... that's the spawned unit. Chaos Spawn, there they are. They're already rank 3. Heading towards rank 4 if they can just nom some more swordsmen. Come on, my lovelies. That's it. That's it. Create some giblets. There we go. Very nice. Very, very good. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job, Beastie Boys. We got them. And, oh, a lot of cash. That's going to come in useful. And also more cash, because obviously we can then raise the settlement. And that's going to give us another 900. I think I'm going to go for the money. Because that's going to bring us to a nice 4k. Tasty. And Midland have one less settlement. We might go for Karaberg next if they've got no one down here. We have to be a little bit careful because obviously Altdorf is down here. Karl is probably, you know, lurking around somewhere. Morghur picks up a flying spy. This harpy is loyal to the chieftain and will break through the tree canopy to fly high and spy out the land. Campaign line of sight plus 8%. And Morghur is at a spoiler. This one will kill until everything that is yours becomes theirs. Even then, they will not stop until death intervenes. Enemy siege holdout time -1, minimum 1 turn, Lord's army. That's going to come in useful. And Morghur, you've got skill points. I think we're going to go for fueled by blood again. Just get that maxed out. That battle went very, very well. We got a lot of kills there. Very nice. Malagor helped out as well. I think he probably helped out more than Morty did. We will get Morty back eventually. Once we sort of need another army. Unless we've got Kazarak. But to get Kazarak, we need to sacrifice 10 sets of... I think it's 10 sets of captives at the end of a battle. But you only get that for fighting an army rather than sacking a settlement. And it gets a little bit difficult to lure them out. So it can take a little while to get Kazarak in your army. But other than that, all good. So that's very nice. We destroyed Wisemund. We beat up Nordland. And I don't think Diestch is ever going to be the same again. In fact, it might rebel. Chaos Corruption is dropping. But they've got a little bit of osmosis, because obviously it's that they get some Chaos Corruption from Wisemund itself, I believe. So that's fun. But that's where we're going to have to end this episode, because we are running out of time. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.